Hello everyone, it's Eagle of Zeus here, and I am back with another video, and this video is going to be the first in a new series I'm making, which is going to be about my personal experiences with certain deities. Deities that I worship a lot and I, connect with a lot. So this is going to be the first of that series, and video is going to be about my personal experiences with the god Dionysos, or some people pronounce it Dionysos. I use the Greek pronunciation Dionysos, which I know I'm still probably not pronouncing it exactly right, but I'm not fluent in Greek, so. But anyway, this video is going to be about my personal experiences with Dionysos and how I connect with him and, stuff like that, the type of energy that I feel from him, things like that. So Dionysos is, I'm a devotee of him. I'm devoted to him, you could say. You could also call him one of my patrons if you prefer the term patron and matron deity. He would be considered one of my patrons. So yeah, I feel a really close connection with him. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Dionysos, he is the Greek god of the grapevine and wine and theater, madness, ecstasy are just some of his domains. So it's funny because before I became a Hellenist, I didn't feel any connection with Dionysos. It wasn't until shortly after I became a Hellenist that I suddenly started feeling his presence, and I developed a connection with him. I felt like he was reaching out to me. So I didn't really start actively worshiping him until maybe about a year ago, give or take. But since then I've grown really close to him, and he helps me and guides me in a lot of different ways in my life. I struggle with social anxiety, and I am also on the autism spectrum, so socializing and being, social and stuff like that, I struggle with that a lot. And Dionysos, being a god of madness, is, a lot of people pray to him to help heal mental disorders, mental illness. So he helps me with my anxiety disorder, and he helps me, be more social, and, I look to him to guide me when it comes to, being more open and, more talkative, and, to just not be afraid to be myself. Stuff like that. Dionysos is, really associated with, not being afraid to, have fun, be yourself, be open, be outgoing, stuff like that. Dionysos is associated with happiness, joy, celebration, those things. And like I said, he's also associated with helping people overcome mental illness, mental disorders, because he is the god of madness. And also, one other reason why I connect with him is because I am a trans male, and Dionysos is also, heavily associated with the transgender community because of his mythology, where he changed genders from female, male, and no, male, female, and then or I could be getting it backwards, sorry. But he changed from female, male, and then, or male, female, and then kind of genderless, or both, or androgynous, I guess is the best term to use. But he's still referred to as a god and, male pronouns. And he kind of has a more masculine energy. But he kind of has a more androgynous energy sometimes too. But anyway, but he is, associated with the transgender community. And I do connect with him, because of that. Let's see. But yeah, and he just guides me, to just be myself. And something I recently got into was dancing. I really like to dance, so I dance in honor of him, and I'm trying to get better at dancing and dedicating it to him. And because he is also heavily associated with dancing and the performing arts, theater. I've always liked to watch plays, but I never really consider myself an actor. But I do like dancing, and theater are connected with him, because he is the god of theater. And what's it called? People would do a trance dancing, or where they would dance and kind of go into a meditative trance state when worshiping him. So I've been wanting to try and do that. I haven't actually done it yet, but I've been wanting to try to do that. I think it would be interesting. So as far as the energy I feel when he's around, he has a very, at least in my experience, these are all my personal experiences, he has a very happy, very positive, just it's hard to explain really. It's when you're so happy and you can't stop smiling. That's the feeling I get when he's around, and he just makes me so happy and just fills me with this just bursting joy and happiness that I just can't stop smiling pretty much when he's around. And I just feel pretty much mad with happiness, I guess is the best way to describe it. That's how he feels. He has a very, just really positive, just, happy energy. And yeah, so that's the feeling I get from him and the energy I get from him when he's around. So other than that, I can't really think of anything else to say. I mean, those are the ways he helps me. I know a lot of people tend to only think of him as being the god of wine, and they just think of him as, they think of honoring him by getting drunk and going to clubs or something. But the thing is, I don't do any of that. I don't drink alcohol. I don't go to parties or clubs or anything like that. I just honor him in other ways, through dancing. And, I like reading plays, watching plays. I've always been a big Shakespeare fan and stuff like that. And I honor him, through just, doing things I was afraid to do, getting out of my comfort zone, being myself more, working on my anxiety issues, my social issues, stuff like that, just, and not being afraid to do things, because I've always been afraid to do things, afraid of getting hurt or afraid of what people would think of me, or, stuff like that. And, just doing things that I was afraid to do before is, how I honor him and things like that. So getting out of my comfort zone, stuff like that is how I honor him. And I think that's about it. I mean, this video is almost 10 minutes. I didn't really want it to be this long, but there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the gods and experiences and things like that. So I think that's it now. But yeah, Dionysos, in my experience, is a really great god. He's really, friendly, loving, he helps a lot. So, yep. So I would say if you feel like he's calling out to you, I would definitely suggest that you know, reach out to him and worship him or do a ritual for him, meditate with him, something like that. I offer grape juice to him a lot because, like I said, I don't drink, so I personally don't offer wine. I offer grape juice, and I drink grape juice in honor of him. So, you know, but you can offer wine if you're comfortable with that. So yeah, that's about it really. I can't really think of anything else to say. So, like I said, this is the first of my videos in this series, my experiences with certain deities that I worship frequently. And that's about it. So, I will see you guys in the next video, and I will talk to you all later, and bye. And may the gods bless you all.